Good morning to our last video, and I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you've done over this last 10 weeks. Those of you who are extending one more week, if your group wants to, I want to encourage you to do that. But if they don't, that's fine. But if you are extending, if you let me know that so I know about it. I'm going to continue to do the questions throughout this time, even though our weeks are started, so we want to stay in the habit. If those that want to do that, that's fine. And so we want to do that. We will be trying to get an evaluation for you, a group evaluation, your feedback as far as how things have gone this week, period of time. And so we're always trying to make things better, and we'll try to get that in your hands. Hopefully, I can have time to get it through before Wednesday, although my schedule's really busy. I might try. I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish or not, but I'm going to try to do that, to get some evaluation. If not, then you can scatter it after the next week, and I can give it to you on Sunday, and we can work through it in that regard. As we're thinking about the handouts, just real quick, Elisha, the widow of Zarephath, if you read the story, two things I think I want to bring out. Number one, the man of God asked her to give her of the meal first, in other words, take care of him first, then for herself. And he did say the word, bring it to me. Okay, bring it to me. And there's a form of giving first and foremost to God's, and it was the man of God she was supplying in various things, and whether other parts. And notice that she had leftovers; she had more than enough. So, anyways, it definitely fits. It actually works well with this week's message as well. Then we have basically the statement from Pastor Morris. We're just evaluating and talking about what you believe in that regard. Three illustrations in verse number 3. When he talks about his daughter and not wanting her to marry a thief or someone that does manage well, very graphic illustration, but makes you really think, like challenge your thinking. According to what God says, yeah, that would be the case. Anyway, so there's one illustration, the conquest of Jericho, which they kept some of the spoil. Achan and his family did, and therefore they could not defeat Ai. Not only that, they had to give Ai's offering up after that, but after that, God let them keep some of the spoil. So it's interesting how that worked out. I never thought about that as a principle first, but he brought that. Then Cain and Abel's offering. Over a period of time, Cain gave an offering. It wasn't the first, at least it doesn't, but Abel says it is the first. God received Abel's, rejected Cain's. Anyway, so those are some very good points. Number 4 really is a multiple choice from the outline. It's a whole bunch of really good quotes. I hope you enjoy those. Just reading over, there's just powerful statements in there, according to God's word, backed up by God's word. And so basically it's a multiple choice that they get 2 statements, and maybe it's right and you'd be able to defend or talk about why they did that. I think it's a great conversation piece in your groups. First time when you made money, what you did with it, you may say, I can't remember back. Just try to remember the best you can on that. It's kind of a harder getting to know each other question. Some groups really love the getting to know each other question. It was just surprising me how much they just really enjoy that. Digging deeper, we're always asking how we may... what is God speaking to us? We're in the hearing side, and that's why I have journaling. Sometimes if you sort of write stuff down, just free write, it sort of allows you to think through some processes and stuff in your life. It's very healthy. Some people love it and make a lifetime of prayer of that, and other people don't. So anyways, there's just a journaling thing that goes on. Then we have John 12, verses 24 through 26, which is looking forward. Unless a piece of grain of wheat falls on the ground and dies, it's through its death that it has birth into abundance, and many more things are produced from that. And so it works on the theme of multiplication a little bit. And our death is our own desires and trusting God. We have to have faith in God. That's the death of self, so we can fully follow God, has to happen in our life somewhere. Very, very in line with our Wesleyan meaning. So those are the questions. I'm done with that. Feedback this week would be great. Your feedback has been getting better and better. It's really helpful. It's interesting how the same groups, one group will say, we didn't really connect with this question. Another group will say, boy, this was the question we really connected with. Totally opposite. So we have personalities coming out in those groups, and we want that to happen. We want to enhance that. Our next time, we will be doing a contract, basically, or a covenant with each other on this thing. And I know that's kind of a viable term. Anyways, that's a catchy term right now in our life of our church. But anyways, we're going to be doing a covenant, establish a covenant with one another to fill out the questions. That'll be the next time. If you guys want to plan something to do fellowship-wise in between sessions coming up here, that's up to you and where you are a little bit. Let's see, as we go, community prayer we want to develop. I hear really good things about the prayer, that people are easing up, they're praying. One group had a breakthrough where one hasn't. They just naturally started praying with everybody else. So that's good, that's progress. But we wanted to focus on the community and our own personal needs. I remember in our group this week, they had somebody start mentioning all the different requests of the church, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with praying with the requests of the church, but we can just be overwhelmed by that. There's a time where we need to think about where we are in life and also what we can do in the community. I want that to be part of our prayer time and try to zero in on that. Anyways, you guys are doing a great job. I appreciate you so much, and I hope this video comes out really good. This is the last one I'll be doing. I will not be doing one next week. I go on vacation immediately following the message, and so I just won't. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to try to get it done, but that doesn't mean I'm not praying for you and thinking about you as those who want to do their groups. I will continue the questions. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I'm going to continue doing the questions. I think I did just for continuity's sake. I enjoy it. It helps me reflect a little bit deeper in my message as well. God bless. Hope you have a great, great group this week. In my prayers. Bye-bye.